Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here, back with another guide for Darksiders 3. This time it's for the trophy All That Glitters. In order to get All That Glitters, you need to defeat Avarice, one of the 7 deadly sins and one of the major bosses of this game. Defeating Avarice is relatively simple, however, it can be a little bit frustrating. During the first phase of the fight and throughout the rest of the fight, he will jump up on top of these pillars and begin throwing junk at you. During the first part of the fight, he will throw 3 small pieces and then jump back down. When he jumps back down, you need to be very careful because he can land on top of you and deal a lot of damage. So you need to keep the camera focused on him and keep him targeted and try to dodge away. You can get a time dodge or an arcane parry, whatever they're called in this game. You can get that off of his slam, so try to look out for it. After you deal a certain amount of damage, he will go back up to the pillars, and then the first phase just sort of repeats. He does a lot of melee hits here. Try your best to dodge them. I find the Chains of Scorn to be very effective during this time, only because it is a high DPS weapon, and you can deal more damage, not a lot, but you can deal more damage than normal to him during this phase when compared to using just the standard whip. So after a few times of him going up and down, you'll deal enough damage to him and you will transition him into the second phase. For his second phase, Avarice will go back up on top of the pillars and throw some small junk at you. However, he will eventually pick up a huge piece of junk and then bring it down to the floor with him as a weapon. Once again, be very careful when he leaps back to the ground and do your best to dodge. But these weapons are huge, like I said. They deal a ton of damage. Their moves are very much telegraphed, and all of the large pieces of junk, whether it's the refrigerator, the demon helm, or the clock, I'm not sure if he has others, those are the 3 that I kept seeing, but all 3 of those have relatively the same exact move set. He has a horizontal swipe, he can bum rush you with it, he has an overhead slam that will sometimes break the piece of junk, most times it will not, and then he has another vertical slam that is delayed. I've only actually seen the delayed vertical slam in Phase 3 when he has the refrigerator. I've never seen him pick up the refrigerator in any other phase. I'm almost positive that is always his final weapon. But yeah, so you got to just do your best dodging all of these attacks, dealing as much damage as possible to him. I didn't use Demon Form, and I try not to in these guides only because I want to show you that it's possible to do it without it, because you don't always have it when you enter these boss fights. That said, however, there really isn't a ton of opportunity to do a lot of damage to him in this form, because he is constantly going to be attacking you, and if you take damage while in demon form, it reduces your timer. So I suggest just sort of taking it slow. But as you can see here, this is Phase 3, he has a refrigerator, the music has amped up a fair amount, and he's doing the same attacks he always does. He's just a little bit more aggressive, I find, and he does have that delayed overhead slam. The indicator for this move is the same as the regular slam, so you just kind of have to be, aware that it's coming. You just got to really look out for it and be very, very careful. On higher difficulties, that overhead slam, the delayed one, can kill you in basically one hit. It can completely drain your life. So I cannot stress this enough. Be very, very careful in this phase. It is very difficult. This took me quite a few tries, and I can't even imagine how this is on Apocalyptic. But yeah, it's tough to say the least. But eventually, he'll fall, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, it's really just a battle of attrition with this guy. You just got to deal the damage where you can. You just saw the delayed overhead slam. You can see it has a huge impact, and it does a ton of damage. So you just got to be very, very careful. But eventually, he will fall, and that's it. So, if you need any help on this boss, it's about a 4 or 5 minute fight. But if you need any help, please let me know. Leave a comment. I'll try to help you out. I play this on challenging, so I have the dodge timings down pretty well. We'll see how it goes when I get to Apocalyptic. But yeah, that's Avarice. Alright, if you're looking for any other Darksiders 3 trophy guides or boss guides, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new ones go live. I'm doing trophy guides and boss guides for the whole game. And yeah, I guess that's it. Alright guys, I'm Sweet Johnny Cage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.